Courtney, thank you so much for joining me. My first question for you is just what is the day-to-day life for you with the animals? Just take me through your day.
Yeah. Well, that's a loaded question. My day with the animals is different every day. The simplest way I explain what I do is that my job is to make the animals have a great day every day. I want to make sure that every day is the best day for them on a simple level. On a bigger level, we're here to provide excellent care and empower our animals to participate in their own medical care and in their own care here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So we do lots of training, lots of enrichments to provide them the opportunity to exhibit those natural behaviors, um, diet prep, and just sort of all encompassing their whole life here with us.
Is there any moment that was particularly powerful to you or memorable where an animal did teach you something that you hadn't known before about their care that you could then extrapolate for others?
Sure, yeah, they teach me something new every day. That's the beauty of working with animals is that just when you think you have it figured out, they teach you something new, which I think is really fun. It definitely keeps us on our toes. Um, Let me think. I don't know that I have a specific memory in my mind, but I would say my best memories are those moments when an animal really gets what we're asking them to do, and you really see that relationship that we work so hard to build with these animals sort of come into play. And they're able to participate in an awake echocardiogram and help us make sure that their hearts are healthy and, you know, that kind of stuff. I think that's the most impactful
I
and
love that.
meaningful.
There are definitely moments like that in the documentary where you get to see like they actually really kind of know what's going on and help along, which is so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Um, and speaking of, I thought that, the magic of Animal Kingdom correctly focused on a lot of the really heartwarming and exciting moments that make you
Yeah.
feel like sort of like worth it. But then how do you deal with the pressure of having to make sure that they are doing well, that really like their life is kind of in your hands?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of pressure. It's an honor and it's humbling, if that makes sense. It's a big responsibility that everyone here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, from the animal care staff to our veterinary staff, take very, very seriously. A lot of us are really specific because we've been working with these animals for a really long time, so we know them really well. And as an animal keeper, my job, I'm the front lines, I'm the first eyes on this animal. It's my job to sort of report what's going on. And if something even slightly is different, we usually all sit down and talk about it just because, these little changes can mean other things. And we do take that responsibility very, very seriously.
Was there any way that your day-to-day life was kind of affected by the documentary? Like the filmmaking taking place, or that the animals had to shift a little bit?
Yes, we had to work pretty hard with the National Geographic crews to kind of get creative and figure out how can we get this footage in a way that is comfortable for the animals and in a way that provides us with that really excellent view of what these animals' lives are like. So we definitely got really creative that way to get that really inside look into what these animals' lives are like.
I don't know, I don't want to ask who your favorite animal is, but if you had to spend one day with just one animal or one set, just one little section, who would you want to spend it with and what would you do?
Oh, that's a really tough question. All the animals I work with are my favorite, and I tell them that every day. Because we're lucky to get to see them every day, and it's very hard for me to pick favorites. I love all the animals that I get to work with. But if you promise not to tell the gorillas,
I will
I
not.
would say maybe I'd pick the. I don't know. It's so hard. The family group or the bachelor group, some gorilla group probably would be how I'd want to spend my day. And I honestly just like seeing them, setting things up for them, and seeing them sort of interact with what we set up. I don't know if you know anything about gorillas, but they have this like food grumble they do when they come inside or when they shift outside and they get their snacks. Um, just even that small moment of them being super happy to eat is a big moment in my day every day, you know?
Aw, that's so cute. um,
It's true.
Now, what is one thing that you really hope audiences take away from watching this? Like when they're done, what would you like want them to do next or think about Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, first of all, it'd be great if people come visit us and see our animals if they haven't done that yet. But second of all, I hope that this inspires viewers to learn more about the species that they see and the ways that they can take action to protect those species. So that's something I'm really proud of working here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Disney Conservation Fund is a huge part of what we do, and it's done a lot for wild animals and wild places. And I think hopefully once people watch the show, they'll be inspired to take actions in their own lives, be it big or small. Recycle a cell phone, plant a pollinator garden, donate some funds, or just learn more. Any of those, anything like that, I think would be really good if they could take that away.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, I guess my final question would be, as much as I definitely want to go visit, as well, as well. Right now, I guess a lot of people are probably nervous because of the pandemic. There's not as much outside activity. So, how has that actually affected you in terms of? Does there any effect with the animals, or how many people can work there at a time?
Um, well, we have sort of all the regulations in place with regards to the park. I'm probably not the best person to speak to about that. I think our public affairs team kind of knows more about the ins and outs of the way that that has sort of affected our operation.
Well, thank you so much. I love watching documentary, and uh, thank you for your hard work with all the animals.
Yes, thank you so much.